Life-saving CPR and an AED were used on the field by trained professionals to get Hamlin's heart going again.
Now, the American Heart Association says roughly 70% of cardiac arrests taking place outside the hospital happen in the home. That's why News Channel 9's Madison Moore is sharing some helpful tips that could save a life.
While millions of football fans watched a scary scene unfold on the field after Bills defensive player Damar Hamlin went into cardiac arrest Monday night, athletic trainer Amy Grover's reaction was much more subdued.
We're trained to look out for a sudden collapse or other types of emergencies, so my reaction is typically much more calmer.
After seeing the hit and subsequent collapse, she knew CPR would be needed, a step that doubles a cardiac arrest victim's chance for survival.
When we're performing CPR, we're actually performing the heart's function of pushing blood out to all of the vital organs.
And you don't need to be CPR certified to learn the basics.
Shout, are you okay? Are you okay?
If the person isn't breathing, it's now time to call 911 and start performing CPR.
And then calling out for someone to get an AED. So doing compressions really increases that person's chance, but an AED even more so.
And if you don't have an AED available after you've called 911, you're going to want to start to do chest compressions right away, in the middle of their chest, hard and fast, until help arrives.
Plug-in pads connector next to flashing light.
The AED is not going to advise a shock if it's not needed, so you're not going to hurt somebody.
A fear that Grover says you can't let get in the way of performing life-saving measures.
Deliver shock now. Shock delivered.
Doing compressions can be very, very scary, and applying an AED, if that's the situation, can be very scary. But we want people to go in and take action.
It could mean the difference between life and death. In East Syracuse, Madison Moore, News Channel 9.
And if you're interested in taking a CPR or first aid training course, the American Heart Association has a locator tool for you, and we can link you there from localsyr.com.